Thank you, Madam Chair, and congratulations on your appointment as Chair of the Permanent Forum. My name is Lourdes Singa, Quechua from Peru, representing International Funders for Indigenous Peoples, IFIP. IFIP's mandate is to mobilize philanthropic resources and promote respectful collaboration between the funding community and Indigenous peoples worldwide. IFIP's recent research on the global analysis of the state of funding to Indigenous peoples between 2016 to 2020 revealed a stark disparity of funding going to Indigenous peoples across regions and issues, with only 0.6% of global philanthropic funding identified as benefiting Indigenous peoples. This amounts to approximately 4.5 billion, of which 33% was received directly by Indigenous peoples. Our second report that looks specifically at the state of funding to Indigenous women revealed that only 1.4% of the total giving to women and girls went to support Indigenous women. The current funding patterns exhibit systemic inequities and a lack of alignment with the priorities of Indigenous peoples as right holders, highlighting significant disparities and a need for targeted funding strategies. In relation to the above, we recommend the following to the member states, UN agencies, the Permanent Forum, and the philanthropic community. Center Indigenous self-determination by supporting Indigenous initiatives and priorities to ensure that funding practices are not only effective, but also respectful of Indigenous peoples. 2, strengthen the collection, monitoring, and dissemination of disaggregated data that tracks the clear flow of funds to Indigenous organizations and community for transparency and accountability. Ensure implementation of the Permanent Forum Recommendation 69 of its 20 session, which invites funders for broader donor and the broader donor community to support the establishment of Indigenous-led funds, guided by Indigenous values and are by, for, and with Indigenous peoples. 4th, address inclusion of equitable distribution to Indigenous peoples organizations and communities through long-term, multi-year, flexible, and direct funding. Thank you.